Oh, wait, hold on. Hello, everyone. I forgot to open the right window.
Hello.
I was so excited.
Hey, what's going
There you
on,
go. Hey,
friends?
everybody. Can you
I'm
see
not
us?
seeing us. I'm not seeing us yet.
Yeah, it should take a second.
I know we're on a lag.
There we go.
There we are.
There we are.
Ding dong.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Asper.
Just a normal Wednesday. Nothing
Yeah.
much going on.
Nothing
Not
happened
much.
today.
No excitement.
Nothing.
none.
Not a damn thing happened today.
I feel like we should just all be going live from our bedroom, like just laying down in bed.
Mm,
Oh, wait, we all disappeared on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's because I opened Discord. Sorry.
We just
Oh,
disappeared
I
on
was trying to
YouTube.
see if Doc answered.
Let me just go ahead and check on that.
All right. I very briefly disappeared and I moved Discord to the other screen. Sorry. I don't know why I don't
Did
have
you miss
four
us?
monitors yet.
Magic.
don't miss us. It's
It
okay.
was magic.
We'll be back. Well, we're always around.
All right. Someone wants to join this call. Okay, that's why I was like, that's ominous. Someone wants to join this call.
Someone
That's
wants to
Doc.
join. Someone.
Daka Black.
It's me.
There
Pretzel
she is.
Black.
It's me. I'm the problem. I am the big problem.
Is it me? Am I?
Am I the problem?
Is it me?
Maybe.
It's like it's so close. And then people were being so slow on the highway. I'm like,
Rude. Rude. On this auspicious day.
No,
the J-Hope. How
on this day was like a mix of hell and heaven at the same time.
Exactly. This today,
Okay, so
everyone
I
else
just want to
should
let
just stay home.
everybody know real fast in the comments. We are going to talk all things tickets here in a minute.
Yes.
So,
Let us get.
I mean, all things.
All things. And we're gonna be excited, but also we can vent a little bit, but also we want to be respectful of the people that were disappointed today. So we don't want to be overly jerks. Overly
Not
jerks.
overly,
about
just,
it.
just little jerks.
Just a little bit.
Tiny jerks.
Okay.
mid-level jerks.
And we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about why I think some of the theories about an OT7 concert ticketing experience are wrong.
Ooh,
So I
yes.
do have a little bit of tea.
Oh.
I do
Yeah.
have a little bit of tea. So anyway, we'll get into it. But
I mean, I
glad everybody's here.
too, but. Mm-hmm.
Glad everybody's here. And also, we were, thinking TikTok was going to go away and everybody was saying their goodbyes, telling their secrets, all the influencers that told their secrets. And then TikTok was back like 14 hours later.
I know
Yeah.
there were people doing face reveals.
It was wild out there in those streets.
Wow. And I also heard some, maybe there's some American smack talking a little bit going on. And then we all came back 14 hours later and they were,
And everyone was
we
like,
were I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
Are you talking about us? You miss us?
That's fine. They have every right. It's fine.
I know, it's fine. I can take,
And
I
I
can
talk
take some
smack about
ribbing.
us too.
We do.
yeah, I know.
Shall we get through our welcome
we-
schmelcome stuff?
Do we have an agenda?
Yeah.
Holy.
We do
We
have
have
an
an
agenda.
We do have
wrote
an
it
agenda.
down, signed up. I was throwing it
Yep.
together today.
Look at us.
Oh my God. I
Look at
didn't
us.
even know.
Doc.
Okay, so
Sorry.
welcome everybody to the AP 529 Live. You are witnessing some very blessed people today, which we will talk more about.
Yes.
The blessings were
chosen-
plentiful.
The chosen.
Well,
Yeah.
the blessings were like expensive, but plenty.
The blessings
Very
were
expensive.
hard fought.
The blessings were costly.
They
Yeah.
were very
Costly.
costly. It's like, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
continue.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we have Patricia. Raise your hand, Patricia. Patricia. We have
Hi.
Christina. And we have Quince. And me. And Doc. And Katie.
Woohoo.
Our golden
Katie.
mock I save her for last.
That's right. The Machne.
Sitting there with her blanket on, looking thrilled.
It's a sweater. It's a sweater that feels like a
Oh, it's a
blanket.
sweater?
Yeah.
Aw.
In fact, the sweater.
Sweater.
Oh, I love
nice.
I got it for Christmas. Thanks, Mom.
Aw.
That's cute.
Sadie's mom.
I've got
Well,
my,
this is
I've got my
the,
board
for first time visitors. This is the Army Project 529 Live, and we are the admin team. And Army Project 529 is a project that was created because I don't know if you know this or not, but BTS, the members were leaving and joining the military. We weren't going to hear from them or get anything from them for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So
Nothing.
we
Dead
had
silence.
this bright
It was
idea
gonna be-
that from the 529 days between January 1st, 2004 till Festa 2025, we would keep each other company and find stuff to watch because there'd be nothing else to watch.
It was
And then
going to be
there was a-
relative silence. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
We were
let's all
promised-
have a moment for our collective stupidity on that.
Yep. We
And that
All right. There we go.
didn't happen.
it didn't happen.
Listen, we didn't know what relative silence meant. We were using the word. It did not mean what we thought it meant.
Probably it was a mistranslation between the Korean and the English.
Probably.
Yeah.
We
Probably
thought
what
we were
happened.
on a break. We
Yeah,
were
we
not
did.
on a break.
But the magic was the friends we found along the way.
That's
That's
true.
exactly right.
Because we all realized that we were searching for Army community for grown-up people, and we couldn't find one, and so we made it. And so
Mhm.
we get to use trite phrases now.
Yep.
Yes.
we do.
That's our favorite trite phrases.
They were all a bunch of hags. We get called hags often, so we just
We
have
do.
embraced it.
We
So
do.
welcome aboard.
We do.
Welcome, welcome.
So we're still going over old content, but also new content.
Because there's a lot of it.
Yeah. So
Yep.
much.
Yeah. We
I
were
mean-
like, we're just going to catch up. We're going to catch up and learn Korean and lose 20
Yeah.
pounds.
I'm gonna go out of order and do my next because it's a good.
I've gained
segue.
20 pounds. I have not learned Korean.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're still going over old content, which is a great segue into me talking about our blog,
Yes.
which is what the original intent of this project was, and we still do it every week. So the idea was to chronicle BTS's entire discography through their whole career from debut until they went into the military. And that is what we have been doing since January 1st of 2024. We are in week 55 of our blog. We have surpassed the OT7 content, and we are into our solo months. We already had November and Jinsember. We are well into Yoonguary. So everything this week has been about Min Yoongi. This week it is what week are we in? This is ending week 54. We are ending week 54, sorry, which is an ordinary life, a special life.
I thought we were 55.
Are
We
we
started on Sunday, Wednesday.
You know what? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you guys. Today was a day. Today was a fucking day, okay? So here we are. And
I was thinking when I did this.
I thought it was
It was
wrong
Wednesday.
because sometimes you guys put the wrong one at the top, and I thought it was wrong because I was like, I don't know where we are right now. I forgot it was Wednesday. Okay, so we're in week 55, everybody. It is the
Of
Lotus
this guy.
Flower, the Lotus Flower That Blooms is what this week is called on the blog. And we are entering D-Day territory, friends. D-Day territory. We will be having our watch party tomorrow night. We will be talking about amygdala tomorrow night. So it's gonna be a good time, heavy but good. I highly recommend you guys come and join us. And then I think we're gonna be talking some more about this stuff on Sunday on our Sunday blog, vlog, whatever the fuck, live. Jesus, I should stop talking. I'm done now.
It's fine. You're doing great,
And
sweetie.
after that display of our intelligence,
Yeah,
and
thanks.
trustworthiness, I'm going to ask you to give us your money sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy what we do, including the
And who doesn't, really?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
A select few deadites on the internet don't love us. Everybody
Someone
else
pull us
freaking
high.
adores us. So there.
Yeah. If you enjoy what we do, these lives in particular, our blog, our Discord server, our community, our watch parties for BTS and other Korean related content, all of the stuff that we do, you can help support it through our Patreon. Army Project 529, or yeah, go to Patreon, search Army Project 529. You can subscribe monthly for $3, $5, or $10 a month. pretty much all of that goes to the project. There's a very small fee taken out. So, yep, go check that out. There's some cool benefits to signing up, but mostly it's just a way to support the project. And what else? Oh, another way that you could give us your money, should you trust us, and want to meet us in person. We are hosting for the second time a meetup in Kansas City in July. I believe it's the 25th through the 27th. It's that last weekend in July, where you will get to meet us, of course, and each other, which is honestly the best part. So yeah, come hang out with us. If you want to learn more about that, there's more information at armyproject529.com/links or ap529.com/links. We did it last year. It was great fun. We have pictures, and yeah, if you can make it, you don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I'd also just like to point out, just really quick, back to the blog, and speaking of Patreon and all the things that we do. You know, when we first started this project, we would get comments like, oh, you guys are just another Army project. Oh, okay, cool. I can honestly tell you, and you can go scour the internet yourself if you'd like, there is no other project that does what we do, especially the blog. Okay, it is more than the research. It's more than links. It's more than the history of BTS. It's Quince's creative writing. It's a wonderful, wonderful resource, and there is nothing like it. So if you haven't checked the blog out yet, you really need to, and it's free.
It is free.
So
That it was going to be free.
Learn-
It's always going to be free.
Yeah, learn all about BTS. You have 5 months to go before this one. He has about 149 days. So you've got plenty of time to start all the way back at the beginning at debut and run through the blog. And you can read it and read Quince's thoughts and have the best links in there that Doc has vetted. And there really is nothing like it. So
Someone said the map
Check it
is
out.
amazing too.
the Army map. Patricia, yes, the Army map. I see that all the time in the couple Facebook groups that I'm in. People will constantly be commenting like, I'm in Chicago and I just don't know where any other armies are. And I'm just like, how many times do we have to
Can you show
post?
the map? Can you share the map?
Yes, I can.
What we're talking about?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, and there are over 5,000 people, right, Patricia?
There are over 5,300 people
Nice.
because we had a little bit under 5,000 right before January 1st, and now we have almost like 300 people more.
That's fantastic. So you can put your social media handle on there, put a little marker on there, and then as you cruise around the map, you can see where other people are, armies in your area, and you can hook up and go to Korean barbecue or go see the documentaries that come out or just get together and hang out, talk about BTS. So it's a really important part of our community.
Yes.
And again, free.
All right, hang on.
For free, like Yoongi's Victorian knees.
That's right.
All right. Can you guys
And chicken
see?
legs.
There it is.
There we go. Okay.
There we go. Gorgeous.
All right. So yeah,
Look at that.
Map.
there's the map, and I will open. The link is right here if you want to open the big version. So I'll close it right here. Oh boy, now I have to share again. You know.
Boy.
We're having a day. We're having a day.
Having a day.
What does a party hat look
Fine,
like?
guys, everything's fine.
Yeah,
We're
sorry.
doing
I'm running the stream on my computer, so it's probably running a little slower than usual. It doesn't normally take this long for it to open.
For the map to load.
I was just trying to show it to you real big.
Another trophy?
Another trophy?
That was a mistake. That was
No,
Another
no
trophy.
armies here within 300 miles of you. Montana, that's Susanna.
Yeah,
No
there's
way.
a lot of pins. There's over 5,000 pins. And
We got to fix that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
There you go. Look at that.
Get
Colored by
it.
bias,
It's like
just for
amazing.
funsies. And
Beautiful.
You can zoom in and I'm just going to pick on this person. You click on them, and what it gives you is their social media handle and the platform that they're on. And
Wouldn't
that's
that have
gonna
been
go
funny if
affect
you
them.
picked one of us just randomly?
I know where
It
I
would
am.
have been hilarious.
Well, I'll pick myself because I know it's nowhere near where I actually live, which is intentional, by the way. Is it this one? No.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you go to the middle of Missouri and find the red bomb in the capital, you will find me. Click on that.
There's
Which is
mine.
also nowhere near where I actually live.
There we go. There's mine.
There's Katie.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So please note, it's only a social media handle. We don't display your real name if you don't want to give it. We don't display your address at all. We don't even ask for your address. I don't want it. I think we ask for either your city and country, or if you're comfortable with it, your zip code helps us, or your postal code. That's it.
Yeah. Or you could also just join the Discord with a username and go to the meetup threads in your region and area and find people that way too, if you don't want to use the map. So the whole point is to get you some army friends.
Yep.
Never Bangtan alone.
That's right.
Friends don't let friends.
Always Bangtan
Yep.
with friends.
All right, is this better if I lean really close to the mic? I swear to God, I have the same mic as everybody else, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
I forgot to plug my mic in.
I don't even have
Oh,
a
yeah.
mic.
The winning
I know.
level I'm in.
So yeah, that's the map. That's how you go. Or the other way you can use it, other than just finding people near you.
It's
is
the
if-
map. It's the map. It's the map.
That's right.
It's the map.
Is if you're going to travel somewhere, like if you're going to a concert, let's say, and you don't, first of all, you should go to our Discord and connect with people who are going to the same city, but also you could try to find people who live there.
Totally.
That's the goal. That was the goal.
Completely.
All right.
Yep, definitely. All right, I'm up next. New merch we have out. Let me just show you because this is fun.
It's topical.
Yeah,
topical.
so we have our retro series that we are doing, and when Hobi's tour was announced, we decided to take parts of that design and some of the pieces of the official tour merch and just kind of remix everything and make our own merch for the tour. So this is unofficial merch, but it's 529 merch. And if you take a look, it's got the retro design on the front, and then on the back are all the cities and dates for the tour. So yeah, so we are going to be wearing those shirts. We'll talk about later where we're going to be wearing those shirts, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I bet nobody can guess.
Yeah.
Nobody.
And then
Figure it out.
right down on the bottom too, it's got find your army friends at ap529.com. So when you're wearing that, maybe you can meet some other 529ers.
Yes.
So very cool. And again, all the proceeds from our merch go to keeping the lights on for the project. And we appreciate you very, very much. They're all original designs that me and Katie and the rest of the admin actually work on as well. So
Yep. We usually
yeah.
put the mouse to the screen, but everybody contributes to the ideas.
And Hobi might see one.
And Hobi might see one. This, okay. I'm simultaneously excited and crapping my pants a little bit about this because we have somebody that we know, Jeannie, our friend in Nucci, who came on the last live and told us that she's going to be doing a meet and greet at Hobi's concert in Seoul. And she wants one of the t-shirts, not only to wear for herself, but to potentially pass over to the Junghosa. The Hobi.
You may be in possession of a design
That he
that
has.
VJ Hope also is in
So
possession
I
of.
am trying not to freak out too bad about that. So we're just going to go ahead and stop sharing, and I'll just
It'd
calm
be
down.
amazing if
'cause
we
it's been a
became
day.
like the next salty, whatever that thing, and like one of them wore one of ours, and we
Oh my
already
gosh,
all
Don't.
had it.
Don't.
Oh my gosh, don't.
Just
Just
don't.
I
Listen,
can't.
listen.
I don't know if
Listen,
I'm ready to be
certain
that
people-
scene. I don't know.
Christina and Katie can't handle that level of panic, so let's just ratchet that down a little bit.
I
just
mean-
a little bit.
We might not
Talking with
see it.
Stef and pretend to go into spontaneous labor.
Yeah.
I think we sent him the arson version, correct? We're sending the arson
Yeah,
version.
I think the red and the yellow was
That's
the
what
one
I
that
thought, but
everybody.
she asked for
Yeah.
the stop sign version. So
Oh,
did-
she did.
yeah,
Oh,
I
I
asked
mean,
her last
remind
night.
You
me.
asked her.
I mean,
Great.
Oh, she did stop sign.
I mean, we could send the arson one for Hobi
That's
then.
my favorite.
now that we're leaving on the Lulu, may
Anyway.
I say this?
Anyway,
May I say this? May I say
I know.
this?
Sure.
Oh,
This
and we
man
have
is
had-
not gonna. This man is not gonna wear this on stage because he's the ambassador of Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
But
he'll wear
But-
he'll wear his own.
But there might be a Bangtan bomb where we see him wearing a shirt.
I would
Also,
absolutely-
You never
I'm just,
know.
like,
You
saying
never
that.
know.
we have had
Listen,
a couple
listen.
questions. Just so you know, the reason the price you see on the shirt is a little higher than the price for our regular shirts is because it actually costs more to print on the front and the back.
Yes.
It wasn't just us being greedy.
Yeah, and like we wanted to print something on the sleeve too, and it's going to be like $5 a shirt extra just for sleeve print. I was
Yeah.
like, really, be so for real. You're
Yeah,
not.
so
No.
we nixed it.
Yeah.
But like we felt
Nope.
really
You're not
important.
that cool, print
Nope.
shop.
A tour
happening.
shirt needs to have the dates on the back. So
Mhm.
Yep. Now I have to
Yeah,
get the
right?
other version too, so I have both just in case he wears it one day.
Just in
Exactly.
case.
I mean, I was gonna get the
Gotta put
stop
Hobi on
sign
them.
version, but I will get whatever version is the one we send for potentially
should-
throwing
I
at
think we should-
J-Hope. So
I mean, Nuna can have stop sign, but I think we should send the
I
arson.
agree. I like that
Oh,
one better.
I agree. I think he gets stop sign. I mean, I think he gets arson.
Yes.
Look at him.
like, I'm just gonna get whichever version is the one that's being sent to potentially maybe be thrown at him.
Yeah. To be clear, we're not sure if they'll even let her hand it to him, but like,
Yeah, we have no
there's a
idea.
chance.
Yeah, they
We
might
agree.
not. They might
Probably
not.
Agree.
not.
There's a chance.
She
They might
be
not let.
upset.
They might
I have
not
this-
let her.
I have this shirt extra, guys.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
even if he saw her and said, "Oh, a cool shirt" or something, you know, like even
I
if
would
he
die.
acknowledged it
Yep.
that way, that would be enough for me. Like that
Yep.
would be,
Yeah.
that would be boots down, Houston. I'm deceased.
Listen, and I think there are some other project members who have gotten meet and greets in the
there
US.
are.
So she might not be our only option for getting this shirt in his face.
Oh. Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
Operation Shirt in the Face.
Operation Get Jung Hosik.
Nope, that's too long already. It's too long.
It's too long. Too long
Shirt in the
already.
face, not
Shirt in the face is it. Cut and print. Oh, dude.
Okay, let's get going so we can talk more about
right.
the.
That's cool. That's cool.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Hurry
No
up.
names are on this part.
Oh,
There's no
okay. I
names
can.
on this
This
part.
next
I'll do
part
it.
is called Fuck It.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
All right, so
and
everybody-
these are-
Hobie went to
F you.
Paris. Hobie went to Paris, and he looked so incredible,
So fun.
so
He
fine
really
at
did.
the Louis Vuitton Paris fashion show. It was live on YouTube. If you got a chance to
That's so
take a
good.
look, the entire time I kept watching it, going, "Move! Where is he?" Trying to move people battling
I
out of the way.
know,
Near my
right?
screen.
Yeah.
LV Bag by Don Tolliver, featuring J-Hope and produced by Pharrell, was just thrown out there, previewed during the fashion show, played at the end of the production. And I remember thinking, this is cool. Like, I wonder, and then just the Louis Vuitton people, the official account was just like, "Oh yeah, by the way,
yeah,
that's
by
this
the
new
way."
song that's
Yeah,
coming
by
out."
the way. Yeah.
By the way. So that was really cool. But do you see, I saw this comment on social media and I have to agree. See how much more fun it is when we get surprised? That was so cool that we got
It was
surprised.
really, it was a nice surprise. It
Yeah.
was a nice
So
surprise.
happy to have a genuine just surprise
Yeah.
thrown our way.
Surprise for Hobi because he didn't get to surprise us with his tour announcement.
Yeah.
So at least,
With anything.
you know, for the song.
Surprise, surprise.
Hobie also went to Instagram, dropped a bunch of pics.
bunch.
Mhm.
So many.
Lots of stories, lots of IG stories. There were some from the day before the fashion show, and then there were some from the day of the event. And he linked to a lot of other people's stories too. It's just, he's everywhere. He was everywhere, all over Paris. And so you can find tons of photos everywhere. He wore a grill in his mouth to varying opinions on the matter. But he looked like he was having a good time, and he looked amazing. So
He did. He looks so good. So good.
yes.
You know what? It was the confidence too.
It was the confidence. You know
But
what?
the confidence was just,
Yeah. And you know what? I will say this, for it being like a decorative mouth thing, it was minimal. It was minimal.
It was very subtle.
It even took some of us a while to notice that he was wearing something. It was only because of the way, I think like one person noticed, and then we were like, okay, yeah, he is kind of talking weird and moving his mouth a little weird. So it took a while to notice it. But, Hobi is Hobi, and he's always gonna, run past that fashion line that most people would stop at. Hobi's like, nope, can't hold me back.
but he also didn't make a big deal. Like, he didn't look at the camera and go, like, real,
Yeah.
what, like, he didn't do any of that. He was just like cool with it.
That
So
would have been other members of BTS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
there you go.
What's the next one? Take the
Right.
next one.
Okay, so Seoul, the concert in Seoul, that originally sold out in less than an hour for all 3 days. But the Weverse announced yesterday, I believe it was, that they are opening up additional limited visibility seats for the Hope on the Stage in Seoul, which means that there may be speakers in front of you. You may be sitting behind the speakers. You may not be able to see the screens properly, but if you want to be in that building regardless of whether you can see and hear everything correctly, just to be under the same roof as J-Hope. Those options are now available, or they were. I don't know if they're sold out yet, but that Weverse announcement came out yesterday. So
It's like if you go to the
if you know how to use that system over there and you want to go to that concert regardless of visibility level, that option is now up.
It's like when you go to the discount ticket booth on Broadway in New York.
Same thing.
You get those obstructed view tickets.
Yeah.
Or you can wait at the door of the theater and get standing room only
Yes.
for like peanuts.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
look at Hobi.
All right. We look at that. We got through fuck it.
We got
Yeah.
the fuck it.
Week tea.
Week T was actually very harrowing today.
Okay.
It was
Incredibly harrowing.
You could not be
a
weak
journey.
today and survive.
We almost
it was
drowned.
a
We almost
journey.
drowned in it today, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we go first with what's happening tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the charity gala that is happening in France,
The
which
pièce
is
de
the
something.
pièce jaune,
Pièce
which is
de jaune.
yellow.
Pièce de jaune.
Yellow in French. It's happening tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and it will be streamed by France TV. We are going to try to stream it on our server. So if you want to join and watch and see J-Hope in France, we have some members of our Discord that are actually going to be there.
Yep.
So I hope they drop some pictures as well. And they
We have
apparently got
promise-
really good seats. So
Yes. We have promises
gonna-
of pictures.
we have
Mhm.
promises of
Yes.
pictures. So that's going to be interesting. And yeah, and the tickets for US went for sale today for the pre-sale for Army. And now we can all go crazy and talk about how that
All the
went.
dates in North America are now sold out.
Because they're all
Yeah.
sold
Yeah,
out.
that's
Brooklyn sold out in under 30 minutes. Chicago was sold out in less than 30 minutes, closer to 20 minutes. San Antonio sold out in about 20 minutes. Oakland sold out in just under 25 minutes. And Mexico City sold out in less than an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes me so
And
proud. He's got to be so
I-
excited.
He does. I hope he is.
Let's just
on
give
the
him a round
bed,
of applause. Yes, Hobi.
kicking his feet, giggling.
So general sales were set to begin tomorrow, but considering that everything is sold out, the only thing that you're going to see is resales.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that
Uh,
does mean if you were not successful in the melee that happened today, check Ticketmaster after 3:00 tomorrow, because that's when you're going to start seeing the resales. And not
No, some of
everybody
them are
is
already up,
out
Frank.
to. True. Not everybody is out to just
Gouge.
take all your monies. Some of them truly care, and so they may have more than one person going for the same tickets, and they now have two sets. So a lot of people are selling them pretty close to what they paid. So it's worth checking out. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
So should we go around the room and discuss how everybody's story went?
I mean, some of us were doing it. Some of us were doing it togetger. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could start. Team New York went through it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Team New York had to switch sides, actually.
Patricia and
Yeah, they
Christina and I were trying to get tickets for New York, and that was a bust.
It was
It was a
not.
shit.
It didn't work at all.
If any of you here are in the chat and you actually got tickets for New York, please tell us, because we'd love to know how that happened.
Yes.
I think
because
we only
for
know of two
us-
people who manage tickets in New York.
It was crazy. Oh, Kelly, you were lucky. You were
Oh, Kelly. Wow.
wow, way to go.
We had
Yeah.
like you can multiply that by 20 and that's the number that we got.
I was
Yeah.
I was
We had
in the
multiple
queue
people.
38,000, I think.
Yeah, we had multiple people in that queue, and we all had varying numbers. And there was one person who was really low, like her number was really low, but she had problems entering her Army membership number, and it held her back for like a minute. And then as soon as she got in, like some other of us got in not too long after her, and everybody was just, you go to grab those tickets, they're gone. Grab it, gone. Grab it, gone. Didn't even have time to add things to your cart. Just gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Couldn't even push the
VIP
checkout.
in Brooklyn? Okay, cool.
Wow. Good luck.
Whoa.
She lucked out. $6.95 in the queue. See, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So-
impressive.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to say though, I wanted to mention that
Congrats, by the way.
earlier we, in the week we had made the statement that we didn't know whether or not there were going to be codes that were emailed or texted to people the way that it worked
Right.
for D-Day. And it didn't end up happening that way. But I'm glad that we waited to see what it was actually going to do, because I didn't actually think it was going to work this way. I thought there was going to be way too many people, because there ended up being way too many people trying to get these tickets. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, there's a lot of Army out there who want to see, the guys. So, but I am glad that we kind of stuck to our guns and said, you know what, we just don't know how it's going to work out, and now we know. So
Yeah.
was it better or worse than having a code emailed to you?
I don't know.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Team New York ended up defecting, and we became Team Chicago.
Yes.
Yes.
So literally, like,
We just
what
shopped over.
happened? What happened is, like, literally we closed the window for New York, and 5 seconds later opened the window for Chicago, and I lucked out because I was in the lower thousands, and I was able to get in, and I saw 4 tickets together, which we were trying for in New York, and I like click, and I didn't even like look. I just like click, boom. Hey.
And she's funny too, because Quince and I were on the call, and she's just like, should I buy them? I don't know. We were
buy them.
Buy them.
Buy them. Just like click for Monday, because everybody, I think Quince was trying for Tuesday, and Christina was trying for San Antonio at the same time. So I was like,
that's
you know
we're
what?
going everywhere.
Let's do it. Let's do click. And they're actually pretty good tickets, so we're happy.
We got pretty much we kind of lucked out. We got approximately comparable the same section in Chicago that we were looking at in New York.
Yes.
And we're all sitting together, which is cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 3 of us are sitting together. So
In the same row.
But now to continue the story, the rest of the admin team is going.
yeah, there you go. What's the scoop?
All right.
We're all
Do you want to tell the story, Steph, or you want me
No,
to tell
you're
the
much better. No, you're much better. You go. You tell.
So Team Chicago, the OG Team Chicago, I might add.
Yeah. Fine.
We
fine.
were over there on our Team Chicago call, and we were waiting in that queue we were waiting in that waiting room for the whole 30 minutes as we were watching New York fall into pieces. We're just like, I'm in one chat with a bunch of New York people. Stephanie's in another chat with a bunch of New York people. We're reporting back into our call, and everybody in the Chicago team is gradually becoming more and more panicked because we're watching Chicago burn in flames.
New York. You're watching New York.
Yeah.
Or not, yeah, sorry, not
You're
Chicago.
watching
Brooklyn.
New York.
We're
What
watching
today?
the
Because we kept
Brooklyn
being like,
site.
oh, Patricia's in. Oh, Dad, we're in. Oh, these people were like, they're going to get him. And they're like, they didn't get him. We were like,
Yeah, it was great.
What?
We were having so much fun. And then we were like, and their numbers were kind of giving us an idea of who actually got in. And so then, we see Team New York bail to Team Chicago. And we're like, crap, the competition increased for Team Chicago. So the panic increased. Then finally, we dropped into the queue, and my ass is sitting at 7,000. And I'm like, no, I just watched Chicago fail, or the Team New York now, Chicago fail at 7,000 and above. It was dramatic. So, and then a bunch of the Team New Yorkers who defected to Team Chicago were getting in the queue earlier than us. And we're like,
Yep.
what is this?
Yeah, because I think I had like 500.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
like 5,000.
Yeah.
I had like 2,000 or something like that. And I was like, this is insane. You know?
Apparently that was the secret. Like now I kind of wish I would have gotten in the New York queue and just stayed and gone over.
It's not actually the secret because I tested it with Oakland and I ended up at like 10,000. So that it turned out to not be the secret. It was a trick. Anyways, it really was just randomized. Turns out, whatever, it's fine. So we are over there, and I am failing epically because by the time I got into this, there's only random sporadic seats that disappear as fast as you click on them.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. I'm sitting there. I literally watched the stadium gray out like 6 times, and then like 3 seats would pop up and it'd gray out completely, and 2 seats would pop up. Stephanie managed to grab one. She was behind me in the queue, but she got in at about the exact same time. And so she managed to grab a single seat in her ideal dream section. So that was super exciting. And I'm like, yay, Steph. And I'm like still clicking around like,
Steph's going to be standing alone being like,
and I'm sitting there like in utter dejection as I watch this thing gray out for the final time. And we're like 25 minutes in, and it's like done. It's done. I sat there for like 5 minutes before I finally took the screenshot of like, no, we're done. And at about that same time,
multiple people were messaging her saying, we have tickets for you.
It was at that time that Discord finally gave me the drop down notice, and it was a message from Shells, and she was like, I got tickets
for you.
And I was like, do you have one for me? And she was like, fuck yes, I do. Why would you say anything? I have one for you.
Yes.
So I get to sit with Shells and the planning team on the same day as Stephanie. We're going to wave at each other from across the stadium because we're on opposite sides of the stage.
Yeah. So long story short, admin is going to Chicago. We'll be there on 2 different days, but we will still be in the same city.
5 of us will be there at the same time.
5 of us, except for Kate.
And I actually,
5 of us.
And I actually want to say this. I said it to you guys on the chat. Hobi wanted us to be together, and that's
apparently
what's happening.
All the stars aligned. And you know, speaking of stars aligning, those 7 planets are going to align on day 1 of J-Hope's tour. So
yeah, we're gonna make a flat Katie. We're gonna make a flat Katie.
Yeah,
we're gonna bring you with us.
Yes,
make a flat Katie.
We'll be on baby watch.
Pregnant Katie, so we can
maybe.
No, but we can make a banner and just like roll her and carry her in our bag.
You know what?
Put Katie in our pocket is what we're
you know
gonna
what's
do.
funny is they record all those concerts, right?
We do.
If we have a big enough banner that says "Hi Katie" and they sweep the stadium, and we got a banner that says "Hi," I'm just saying, it'll be there for posterity.
What I really want is just, it doesn't even have to be that big of a sign, but remember they showed Yoongi backstage, like while he's getting his hair and makeup done, they were showing the signs. Yeah. So remember there was the one about like something about hot flashes or something, and he laughed.
Yes, it was like something about menopause or something like that.
So there was a menopause, and then there was Yoongi's complexion is brighter than my future. That
that one made him laugh too.
Yeah.
I would like to submit for the gallery that I am sitting on the back row of my section, therefore not worried about blinding people behind me, and I am willing to stand on a seat if I need to hold up a sign.
There you go.
I'm just saying. I'm willing, if we come up with something epic, I am willing to stand on a seat, which will put me in somebody else. Not really sure how much of an advantage this is, but I'm not worried about the people behind me. So there you go.
I like it. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. So for those of you that, you know, stressed out and had anxiety, and which was pretty much all of us, and whether or not you got one or you didn't, or you're still waiting or whatever, good job getting through today, because I know it was stressful for a lot of people.
It was.
So good job. And now you can just breathe a little bit and just don't just get now comes, you know, the part where we can start planning again. It's the cycle starts all over again, because now more planning, right? how to get there, what to do, what for next time, that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. And for those of you who did not get tickets, don't give up all hope, because the resellers be reselling. And if you pay attention, they will usually drop their tickets back down to normal pricing a couple days before the concert. So
if they haven't sold.
Never give up hope until the very end.
Right. Never give up hope. And also, listen, I know some people deal with stress in different ways, but people that were coming on social media and going, "Oh my gosh, for if it was like this for J-Hope, what about this for OT7?" I'm going to go ahead and stop you, because I actually think the opposite. Okay? Because I have gotten tickets now successfully for Arena Show with Suga and J-Hope, and also for PTD Vegas, which was a stadium tour. And stadiums are bigger. They're going to have more stops. There's going to be more opportunities for people. And if you just think about how many people were in the queue, if there's 60,000 people in the queue, all of those people would fit in one of the stadiums in Las Vegas. All those people would fit in Allegiant Stadium with 5,000 to spare. So I feel like I want to help people, like, just calm a little bit and don't get into that mindset, in my opinion. I don't think you should get into the mindset of like, oh my gosh, if it was like this for Hobi, then OT7 is going to be a bloodbath. Calm, relax. Okay.
Calm
This is
down,
my suggestion would be to just look at it a little bit more positively, because there's going to be many, many, many more seats and opportunities for an OT7 experience.
Because they're going to tour for much longer.
And
I think it is valid to point out that while people who were just a few thousand in the queue were not getting into J-Hope tickets, which made everybody kind of panic a little bit, people who were 80,000 in the queue were getting tickets for last BTS. Perspective, because the stadiums are much, much, much larger options, and a lot more people can.
An arena is much smaller. Of course.
Yeah. An order of magnitude. Those stadiums are huge. Allegiant was 65,000 people. Plus they do the live plays usually in the venues next door, or, close to that, where they play the venue. So I don't know. In my opinion, I think it should be positive. And the fact that there was so much interest in this Hobi tour means now they go back to Hybe and they go, listen, whatever we were thinking, let's make sure we do that and then some, right? Yeah. Let's make it as big as possible, because people are still wanting this. Yeah. The demand is high. And so let's try to, hit as many people as we can for this OT7 concert. So that's my opinion. You can feel free to disagree with me.
Obviously we don't have inside knowledge.
Yeah, we don't have inside knowledge. All I have is my ticket buying experience for an OT7 concert versus, these solo concerts. So that's what I'm going off of. And also just a gut feeling of generally how capitalism works.
Well, and I will say we've now seen a couple of tours in a row from Hybe where they have a pre-sale, but it's not a lottery pre-sale. So that may be something we see as well.
Someone said my ticket was pretty expensive, so I'm wondering if it was dynamic pricing. Indeed, friend, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
if you saw
it definitely was.
Platinum.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mine
if you
was
saw the
very
word
dynamic.
platinum.
Very dynamic.
Yeah, if you saw the
was
word
very
platinum while you were checking out, you were in dynamic. At that
So so the new Chicago
That's what happened
team,
to us.
Yeah. So when Patricia bought those, I go, look at that, your tickets say platinum. And then we got excited for a minute and a half where we were like, what does platinum mean? Did we just accidentally buy cool tickets?
That's what you get.
No, you get nothing.
Platinum
they were
means
more
you got
expensive.
fucking screwed.
You get
because
screwed
Dynamic
because
had
they
kicked
inflated
in.
the price. That's it.
But it's important to point out that it was still cheaper than the prices we were being shown in New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
Valid,
It was like it was like at least $200-$300 less.
Yeah.
So
Right.
So we still came out on the side of win.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
As far as that goes.
Something to know that
And I was seeing people who were in the same exact section for the same exact concert, but they checked out about 3 minutes apart, and the second one paid like $1,000 more for the same number of seats.
Yeah.
Same
Katie, you
section.
were going to say something?
I was going to say something I was talking to somebody about in a DM. An important difference here in the U.S. that I think isn't necessarily true in Korea. We know that it's not as true in Europe. In the U.S., because I think a lot of people are like, well, Hobi's making all this money. First of all, it doesn't go straight to him. Money goes to his team, and he has to pay his staff and everything. But also in the U.S., there's a middleman. There's the artist, and then there's the promoter, and you can't get a stadium or an arena without a promoter. And then there's the ticket company, and they were throwing on, it looked like, $50 to $100 a ticket of just random bullshit Ticketmaster fees. So all of that being said, the dynamic pricing was kind of curious. When they dynamically price, does that money actually go to the artist or the artist team, or does it get taken by the promoter? And that would be something, if anybody knows anything about ticketing or knows anybody in the ticketing industry. I saw somebody who bought 2 tickets say they paid like $120 in fees or something.
Yeah, so we did see some people get some really reasonable prices, and then we saw some people get some insane prices.
Yes, I saw reported prices anywhere between $120 and $900.
Yeah. I think it's important to note that Ticketmaster takes anywhere from 30 to 50% as a fee. So if the ticket is $100, they can take up to $50. They can add on up to $50 as a fee. So like they can add up to 50% of your ticket cost as
and it
fee.
is.
You're allowed to be mad. Just don't be mad at Hobie. Or honestly, I saw a lot of people mad at Hive. Don't be mad at Hive. They didn't do this either. This is our own country.
It's important to remember that there is indeed a huge active class action lawsuit against Ticketmaster ongoing right now.
by the
U.S. government.
Yeah, the U.S. government has a very, very massive lawsuit against Ticketmaster. So it's important to keep that in mind. When
be mad.
We're
just direct your anger appropriately.
Yeah. And it's because like they have essentially created not them and the promoters, because they're owned by Live Nation. So you guys probably saw Live Nation popping up this whole time too when you were looking at the Ticketmaster situation. Live Nation owns Ticketmaster, and they own a lot of other like they own a lot of venues in the country as well,
or have exclusive contracts with venues.
And contracts with, so like basically they've created a monopoly, which is something that we have like an actual like law against in this country of monopolies, and so they've kind of created one, and that's kind of where we're at. Hopefully, this can be resolved in a nice way that makes this situation. It's not just us that suffers; it's artists too.
Correct.
And we're not even talking about like just the big ones. So, like in the grand scheme of things, BTS is going to be fine. They'll be fine. But, when you get to like smaller artists, this kind of stuff is really detrimental. And it also makes it really hard for people for artists to be independent and promote themselves, because they can't get they can't get through to touring promoters because they don't want to have anything to do with them and things like that. So it's just a whole thing, you guys. Whole thing. Capitalism at work.
Yeah. It's like a doctor trying to be a doctor without dealing with medical insurance. Like you just
right.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the commercials that are going to be rolling across like in about a couple of years that are like, did you also get fucked over by Ticketmaster? Join ARC. Yeah, and then we can like go
class action lawsuit, and you'll be like,
totally.
You like send in you like reply to the email, and they're like, all right, here's your $17.50.
Yeah, this is class action lawsuit.
I got an auto deposit for $44 this week. That was like class action was the title of the deposit. And I was like, I don't even know what fucking class action this was.
It's really fun when you get one of those. Yeah, you're part of this. And it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, I'm part of a class action suit for what?
I think my bank got sued for leaking data. I think that's what happened because they had my bank information. So it had to be my bank.
Good thing you got that $44 back.
Thanks for giving me $44 for not protecting my data. But anyways, I was pleasantly surprised by that $44.
Right.
By the way, too, I just wanted to mention this because I think it's important also to mention this, that It does not make you real Army because you're going to the concert. It doesn't make you not real Army if you are not going to the concert.
Correct.
You are a real Army by loving and respecting all 7 of the guys, and that's it. That's the only rule.
They've
That's
never
the
put
only
rules on
thing
it.
you
Those
need.
are the only rules we can imagine
Yeah.
that they would put on
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, you still be as much a part of the jubilation of the whole thing as you want to be, or if you need to take a step back and just
Yes.
be sad about it, that is also totally appropriate, and
It's
we'll.
okay to be in your feels.
I'm just
around
gonna
it.
Yep,
say
it is
this.
totally okay.
There's 2 people in the server that got tickets for Brooklyn. I live in New York. They don't live in New York.
Yeah, right?
And they are coming, and I already promised them that I will be there Friday night to see them while they're waiting to get into the concert. So even if I'm not going to be able to go in. So there you go.
Yeah.
And if you,
Go ahead, Christina.
I was just going to say, if you want to too, and you happen to live near or in one of the cities where there's going to be a bunch of Army, and you want to just hang out with a bunch of Army, it's a really fun time.
Yeah.
I'm just recalling the times where I went to the city beforehand, and just the fun that's had before the concert, after the concert, all around the concert that is also an experience as well. So, and that's be as free as you need it to be. So
There's already parties popping out in Brooklyn. I know that for a fact. There's going to be a party going on in a place nearby. So if you can drop by, and it's going to be full of armies.
Yeah, and it's the same, especially if you're in our community, you can definitely find out who's going, the server. And if you just want to come and you're nearby and you want to join up and some dinner plans or see, things like that, don't be shy.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're going to be
absolutely.
hanging. We
Yeah.
didn't expect we were going to be hanging until July, but so happens we're going to see each other in March.
Yep.
Everybody, most of us are going to be in Chicago together, kind of.
and I will, and whatever I can find or grab or get for free or from the concert, I had a bunch of PTD confetti that I got back that people wanted, whatever, so we can all feel part of it, part of the fun. So, because really ultimately, it's an awesome celebration. Go ahead, Steph.
No, Barbara just said, I'm alone. I hope I meet Army there. Okay, so this is just a reminder that if you join the Discord, which is free, it's our Discord, and we have some threads, which are basically rooms where you can hang out, and we have them per location for concerts, right? So you can go in there. If you got tickets to Brooklyn, then you would go in the Brooklyn thing, start talking, start meeting people ahead of time, start making plans, and that way you know exactly who you're going to be hanging out with, where you're going to be going, and nobody's going to be alone. That's 50% of our goal of this project is to make sure nobody Army's alone.
Yeah.
So, and that includes for the concert. So join the Discord, find some people, and you won't be alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many stories on Twitter in particular, but other social medias from people who've gone to BTS concerts alone, and every single one of them said they had a great time. They made friends.
Yeah.
Nobody reported a bad experience.
Yeah. And I think it's important to bear in mind too, if you have a seat by yourself, while we are going to be at the same concert together, Stephanie and I are not sitting together. We are actually on different opposite sides of the stage. And so, but we're going to be hanging out beforehand. We're going to be hanging out, at the venue, and then we're going to separate to our seats when we need to. And then we're going to be hanging out again after. So during the time when we're not going to be together, or when you're going to be sitting alone, you're going to be surrounded by Army, and you're going to be focused on jihad.
Yes,
And you're not really going to be thinking about the fact that you are sitting in a seat by yourself or standing.
Yep.
At that point in time, you're not alone. You're in a room filled with 19,000 other people all screaming J-Hope together. So, and then after the concert, you can go find your friends again. And so you're not actually alone. I know all of the admin teams are going to be wearing Army Project 529 t-shirts. A lot of AP 529 people are going to be wearing our t-shirts. And so that's going to be another easy way to find each other, is look for the Hope shirts, to find other people in the project.
Christina, do you want to mention maybe the page that you're working on, that we're going to have that resource available soon? Do you remember?
The checklist page?
The web page we talked about for Hobi?
Oh, right.
Checklist.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Yes.
We'll get there eventually, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yes, the webpage. All
He's like,
about some
"That-"
helpful stuff for the
Yeah.
Hobi concert because people have lots of questions like, I heard that you have to bring a clear bag that's not any bigger than 2 gallons to the concert venue. How does that work?
2 gallon.
I heard that.
Ziploc bag. A
I
Ziploc
heard
bag.
I heard that you can't bring your army bombs on the plane and call them army bombs. True story. In the
That's a
airport.
true story. Don't use
What
that
happens
word
there?
anywhere near an airport. It's a
light sticks.
All those little
Light
tiny concert bits and pieces that we've gathered from all over the place, from our own experiences as well as other experienced Army from concerts. We will put them all on one webpage for you, so it's like one big giant FAQ.
Yep.
And then you can visit that webpage, and we'll have links on there to go to the different venues because different venues have different rules. So we'll be able to keep up on all that. So it'll help you plan a little bit better. I know some people really like, you know, now that you've got your tickets, you've got the plan. Now you have to start like planning out how you're going to do everything. And so we want to make sure that we have a resource for you for that. So
Yeah.
yes,
Also,
that's a great snip. I see that great snippet of information. Yes, at the airport, it is a light stick.
Stick.
Or
light,
a portable
stick.
synchronized light device.
If
stick.
somebody asks you what that is, because maybe some security officer is checking your bag,
Mhm.
light stick.
Yeah,
It is a light stick, my
Or a
friend.
concert.
The other word is forbidden in airports.
And if they ask you that, you can say,
Can't say-
do you know BTS?
Yes.
Do you? Oh, this is your optimal time, guys.
Yes.
Do you know
and
BTS?
yes. So
Time to
anyway,
shine, my friend.
yeah, thank you, Steph. Sorry, I had a moment of like, wait, what?
No, it's fine.
I remembered.
No, but we also want to
Uh-oh.
put links to all of his songs with the lyrics,
Yeah,
all,
we got the
you know,
fan chants.
fan chants, that
Fan
kind of stuff,
chants.
so you guys can find them all.
Yep, and who knows, because he just might make it fun and drop a new album 2 weeks before the concert starts. Who knows?
The
And then
man's
you've
has
got,
been cooking. Man's has been cooking in a recording studio.
and then we've got 2 weeks to learn songs and lyrics and things like that. So
Yep.
We can do it, guys. We got this. We got this. 2 weeks to learn all of his songs in Korean. We can do it.
I mean, we tried to learn Korean for a year.
Listen, some of us may not know the actual words, but we can make.
We can
the
hear. We
sound.
know the sounds.
We sure as shit can produce.
We
The
can sing
sound.
Spring Day, right? We.
Well, or you could do what I do and just sing loud, sound
Time
wrong.
to the
And it'll
left.
just be, it's
Yeah.
fine.
yes, I just saw a comment. He already said new music is coming. I know. I was being silly. There's
Well, I
It
mean,
was non-specific about what form the new music would take.
Yeah,
We don't know
yeah,
if it's a
yeah.
full album. We don't know if it's a sing. I think that's what Christina was getting. at.
right. We
Yeah.
all know he's been cooking up something.
Yes.
We all know.
yes.
We're expecting
And-
it to be an album.
Well,
Right.
and also he said March, but let's say that's the album release date. If it's an album, they often release a single ahead of then, because I know everybody's been like, but the Seoul
Right.
concerts are the last week.
This-
He said, there's a lot in play,
Yeah.
but they are. I think Jin released 2 singles before his album, right?
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
One.
Maybe
We did I'll Be
one.
There and Running Wild, didn't we?
No. Running Wild.
No,
released
Running
with the
Wild
album.
came with the.
Okay, maybe it was
okay.
Muse. I thought one of
Yeah.
them we had 2
He
pre-release
had
singles.
Super Tuna, which was a single in and of itself. He had Super
Tae
Tuna.
Young did 2 pre-release tracks before, and so did JK.
TLDR, they
They
can
both-
do whatever the fuck they want.
They both
Right.
did 2.
They're gonna do what they want, and
Yeah.
also his Seoul concert starts on what, February 28th?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is when he starts the tour. So there's a decent likelihood this thing will drop end of February. I think Riven Stradamus stated February 20 was her.
Stradamus.
Stradamus.
She guesstimated February 21st, which is a Friday. So there's a decent likelihood we might get something
Yeah.
the Friday before his tour begins.
And that's a
Guys-
few days after his birthday. So
Do not let me forget February 20th is my husband's birthday. Please don't let me forget in the
Okay.
midst of all that.
Mm, super important.
Don't ask us.
There's a
We can
Discord
forget
feature for that.
everything.
2 days
Listen, I
after.
can 2 days
after
barely
Hobi.
remember my own birthday, but the other
Yeah.
day I was writing an expiration date on one of my vials I had opened, and I was like, 2/18. Prayers and his birthday. I was like, oh, congrats.
Yeah,
We'll
Steph's
also
ready to-
get a good
to take
idea
two
of
days.
what songs he's going to do because we'll see it tomorrow. Like we'll see some of the playlist tomorrow, I'm sure, for
Mm.
his.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's true because he's doing the show in France.
Yeah, we don't know how long his set is.
We might get a sneak peek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
would imagine,
might.
I would imagine it's going to be, I mean, if
It's not gonna be
the same
long.
kind of length, if it's the same kind of length of the D-Day shows, then he's going to probably hit almost everything from all of his albums.
Right. And I also saw a lot of comments that were saying on social media were saying, oh, maybe the other guys will show up. Maybe Jin will show up. The way I handle it personally is I just want to have it be a nice surprise. I don't have any expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that some of them did show up to Yoongi's tour, maybe it means some of them will show up to J-Hope's, but whatever, however they want to do it.
I figure if
I'll
they
be happy.
can, they will. And that's all that
Yeah.
we say. If they can,
course.
they probably will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they can, they
Yeah.
will, because they love hyping each other
They
up. Are you
do
kidding me?
love supporting each other.
They love it.
My understanding is that while you're enlisted, international travel is permitted but requires special permission, so it's unlikely that they'd be attending.
They will come here.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about the
No,
Seoul.
Seoul. Yeah, Seoul.
We
I
weren't
think
talking-
probably it's Seoul, but
Yeah, we
I
weren't
don't
talking
think
But
it's
also bear in mind the likelihood of being able to get leave off all of them for those limited 3 days in Seoul is minuscule. So don't like read into it any deeper
I'm
than
just, like,
the
sa-
fact
I-
that they have to ask for time off, and sometimes bosses go, nah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also throw a Delulu here. His tour ends in June.
Yeah.
Like
beginning-
the beginning of June. The guys are getting out
Listen,
by mid-June. My thinking here is like if he adds states in Seoul at the end of the
Listen.
like D-Day, we
my
might get to see them
Delulu for
all
Hope on
out.
the stage, the final being a month after he ends his tour, has been really high. So
with
like,
all the guys.
don't keep feeding into my already existing delusion for
Well,
a Hope on the
I'm
stage,
feeding
the
into your
final. That's like a
delusion.
month later. Like, look,
Maybe we can get an OT7 version of Hagum.
Listen. I want these men to under promise and over deliver for me.
Yeah.
Okay?
There you
I'm
go.
just it's all good. Whatever they want to do, whatever they can squeeze into
Whatever they
their
wanna do.
schedules. Whatever they want to
just-
do. I don't have any expectations. Like people were saying, oh man, Hobi's gonna do a specific song, and I want him to do this song, and I want him to do Ego, and I want him to do
Whatever
and I'm
he
like,
wants to do.
Whatever he wants to do.
yeah,
Whatever he wants to do.
his
Because
tour just
remember,
can do what he
We're
wants.
going to be there like this.
yeah, because remember,
I'm gonna be screaming over any fucking thing J-Hope does on that stage.
Exactly.
It doesn't even
You know-
matter what he sings or doesn't sing.
You know what the
Exactly.
fun thing is gonna be, Christina? She's like Quince is gonna be like this, and we're gonna be like
Listen, I think Shell's greatest joy over this whole concert is the fact that she gets to watch my face at my alt concert.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
pictures, Shells, pictures. We want pictures.
Yeah. Somebody said I saw a French set list of 3 songs: On the Street, More, and Mic Drop. We don't know
Which
if
would
that's true.
track.
We don't
but
know if that's
know.
true, but if it's true,
don't
that's
know.
pretty cool.
Listen though, cite your sources when you
Yes.
tell us something like that. Give us the
Like-
source, and we'll go chase it down across the internets for you.
Yeah.
And we will know for a fact whether that source is correct at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
Well, 2
We
p.m.
wonder
maybe
about-
maybe later because like the
I mean,
concert's
he's
gonna go for a
they're
while.
probably gonna put him at the end because it's J-Hope, but or towards the end, but it's whatever.
We don't
Where
know.
would
There's
they
a lot
put
of big.
him?
There's a lot of big
There's
names.
some big
Huge
names
shells.
on that thing, so yeah,
We have no idea where he's going to be.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, we say Mic Drop by only one person, but we know that Hobi's like the anchor of that song, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Plus,
Listen.
they've done Dynamite by themselves, like he has.
the Saturday Night Live performance of Mic Drop when J-Hope's hips were controlled by another is a Roman Empire for me. So
That's amazing.
I I mean, I think we got to cut the
Be
live
so
on
for
that.
real.
I think that.
I think that that's
getting
a good way to end this because I
Yeah,
think we're
it
all
really is
freaking mentally exhausted after today.
I
Yeah.
got so tired today. It was stupid. I'm like
I feel like I went to war,
exhausted.
honestly, and I did just about nothing.
It did feel like a war.
But,
And I
you know,
didn't even succeed. Other people succeeded.
Yeah, I didn't either.
for
I
me.
didn't succeed either. I was
You
just
weren't-
mostly.
Failed.
Let's just put it this way: to whomever was in the war with me, for Brooklyn, and then finally for Chicago, thank you because you supported me through the whole ordeal,
Yeah.
and we were successful.
And that was
so.
the best
We
part.
did it,
So you know
guys.
what? If you ticketed alone this time and it wasn't a great experience for you, consider ticketing with other people next time because it made it so much better because everybody was cheering each other on. Everybody was calming each other down, which was actually the most important thing because people were getting like crazy anxious and other people were like, it's going to be okay. Everybody breathe. And be like,
Mhm.
you know, so all parts of bangtaning and being an army should not be done alone.
No,
Yep.
they should not.
Except
Which
maybe
is why you
very-
should come join our Discord.
Very specific parts of your Delulu. Some of that should probably be kept to yourself. Think about it before you say it.
Okay, inside voice. Inside voice.
Okay,
And on that note,
I would say good night.
I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Do we
so.
need to remind anybody about anything before we go? I didn't even look at the bottom.
If you do not want to bangtan alone, please come join our Discord
Yes.
at discord.gg/armyproject529. If you can't remember that, go to ap529.com/links where we will have, you can click the big button that
Yeah.
says join our Discord because you don't want to army alone and you don't want to hope on the stage alone.
No.
So come join our Discord, find some friends, squee with, eat with, hang out with, laugh with, scream with. It's
Yeah.
going to be great. It's going to
And
be
I'm gonna-
amazing.
I very, very, very briefly and so eloquently earlier mentioned our blog and our Discord watch parties. And we are in week 55 for Yingyuary. We're going to be starting to get into D-Day, and that watch party is tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to come hang out with us and start getting into D-Day, we're going to be digging into the beginning of the album, including Amygdala. So if you want to join us for that, make sure you join us for that, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And we got more to do besides just Hobi's concert this year, everybody. So buckle up.
Yeah, we do.
We got a lot
We
of
got the
shit going
7
on.
returning. We got a
lot
lot
going
of
on.
stuff.
Yes.
It's going to get
So-
wild then out in these streets, guys.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Thank you guys so
mhm.
much. Oh, I think, did we decide that we were still going to be here? We're still going to be here on Sunday.
Yeah,
We're
right
not-
now the TikTok live feature is
It's iffy.
See on whether or not it works or doesn't work. It's
We figured we'd
unstable.
rather be,
It's unstable right now. Let's just
yeah, we
much-
figured we'd rather be consistent, right?
much like my mental health after finding out I'm going to see Jung Hosik in person. The live feature is unstable.
yeah.
It is
Find us on Sunday and Wednesday on YouTube for now.
Yeah.
To let you know if anything changes.
Yes.
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 Thank you guys for coming out.
Yes.
you.
We love you all.
Love you. Take care.
Jorge.
Bye-bye.
Bye.